One of the hardest things for you to do, or for me to do, is getting myself to do the things that I simply just don't want to do. And in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 productivity hacks that you can use to overcome procrastination for non-productivity nerds. What that simply means is, at the end of the day, you can apply this. You don't have to do some super complicated thing that you got to build up a habit just to be able to do. Let's dig in. Number 5, the very first thing you can do is make it fun. Now, I know you might have heard people say it in the past, if you really want to get yourself to do something, make it fun. But the reality is, make it fun. What does that even mean? What it simply means is this. You want to remove the friction points that's stopping you from doing whatever it is you should be doing. For example, one of the things I struggled with was being able to come outside and record video. Why? Because it was too many moving parts. I didn't feel like I was good enough. I had a lot going on. So I stayed in a controlled environment where I didn't have to worry about things changing. Versus right now, I have to worry about the sun changing and all that other different stuff. So how did I remove the friction? Well, I went out and I bought me a mini iPad mini. Why did I buy me an iPad mini? Because it's easy for me to have a mobile setup. I'm able to do my scripts on here, make sure I'm on point, stay on my outline, but more importantly, I have my phone working as a monitor for my camera, and it's 100% cord free. This means that I can take this setup anywhere I want to, and I can start recording, and I don't have to worry about how am I gonna monitor myself, how am I gonna monitor my audio, what if I don't have a good location or something like that. This is what it means to remove the friction. When you remove the friction from the things that you don't wanna do, it becomes a lot funner. So number 5 is remove the friction. Number 4 is the reward system. I have to be honest with you. I've been struggling to record this video for a while. Why? Because if you look at any of my videos, I'm never in public recording. Right now, I'm in public recording. And the way I did that was I used the reward system. The reward system is simply this. You treat yourself to something. In my case, I get to drink a Starbucks drink while I'm actually recording this video. That's the reward system. That's how it works. In some cases, the reward will come after. In other cases, the reward will come during. But you're incentivizing yourself to get up, take action, and get up off the couch and go do the thing that you know you should be doing. And I can't tell you how many times I've used this to help me get up out of just being stuck. Now, the reward system don't always work, but in the bonus section that I'm gonna share with you, hands down, this works 99.99% of the time. Number 3 is really simple. Sometimes you have to change up your environment, change up your location. Like for example, right now I'm at Starbucks recording this, but I don't just come to Starbucks to record. Normally I'm in the house recording, and for me, what I've learned about myself, if I'm writing, I'm typing out a blog post or something like that, Starbucks is the perfect place for me to get that done. The main reason why is because it puts me into flow. Like, when it comes to changing up your location, at the end of the day, all you're trying to do is get yourself into that state of flow. So I know if I'm editing videos, Starbucks isn't a good place for me. I used to force myself to edit at Starbucks, but I always found myself bored. But if I'm at home with all my tech, with the big screen and all that other stuff, recording videos become fun. It becomes enjoyable because I got the little jog wheel and all the other little cool tech that I can play with, which makes the experience of editing videos and telling stories through your edit a lot more fun and creative. However, if I'm doing a blog post, I want to be at Starbucks. If I'm not only am I at Starbucks, but I'm listening to a specific playlist, a music playlist that gets me into the right state. So when you're stuck or you in a rut or you're having a hard time getting yourself to do what you know you should be doing, change up your location and play some positive, upbeat music that's enjoyable. That's number 3. Take a moment, let me know below which one of these are you going to give a try, which one you gravitate to. Let me know in the comment section below. And if you're enjoying this, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Now, number 2 helped me out more than I honestly care to admit. This one right here not only allows you to see how you're procrastinating or when you're procrastinating, but it allows you to unearth why you're procrastinating. And that's simply understanding, creating a procrastination log. Now, I use day one. You can use whatever you prefer. I use day one to be able to do this. If you prefer something else, you can use something else. It's just up to you and whatever you prefer to do. But what you're doing is you're writing down when you're procrastinating, what you should be doing and what you're doing instead. And it helps you unearth that hidden gem of what's holding you back. And when you unearth what's holding you back, it's easy for you to tackle that thing that's holding you back and move forward. So number 2 is definitely creating a procrastination log. And number 1 was something that I just started maybe about 2 months ago, but I'm telling you, it has helped me out tremendously, and it keeps me from feeling like my days are all me waking up doing the same thing over and over again, or living the same day over and over, which can get very boring really quickly. Trust me on that. So number 1 is creating a themed week, meaning each day of the week you have a specific thing or specific category you tackle. Like one day might be admin work, another day might be working on your marketing promotions, another day might just be simply brainstorming, another day just might be you relaxing, chilling, recharging your battery so you can go at it the next day. Like a themed week for me has helped me out more than anything else I've done up until today, because what a themed week does is it allows you to figure out how to maneuver your week and how to adjust your week in a way that feels fresh and new every time. But more importantly, you're building in and you're baking in good habits. And that's what you really want to do. You want to get to the point where you don't have to think about it, you just do it. And that's what theme weeks allow you to do. So if you're not using a theme week, make sure you definitely give theme weeks a try. You can have a theme week for anything. You can theme out your days however you want. It could be a theme week on or a theme day on just brainstorming content ideas. You know, creating your script or your outline for your videos, or doing some research, or diving deeper into a topic, or working on your product, or whatever it is. Just try themed weeks, okay? I'm telling you, you're going to love it. Now, if all else fail, you've done number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and it all fails, then I want you to do the bonus, because the bonus definitely works. The only reason why I didn't start with the bonus is because honestly, at the end of the day, you're using the prospect theory. Now, if you don't know what the prospect theory is, the prospect theory just states that we'll do a lot more. It's a graph that shows how we weigh fear and how we weigh gain and losses. So losses, you'll do a lot more not to lose something than you'll ever do to gain something. That's why I said earlier, if the reward system won't work, then the fear of loss will always work every single time. So how does this work? In my case, if I give my girl $100, let's say, and if I don't create this video, or if I don't sit down and do this thing, then I lose that $100 for her to go spend it however she want to spend it, then for me, that's a loss. I'm not willing to lose $100. So because I'm not willing to lose $100, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. Now, the reason why this worked 99.99% of the time is because you have to actually physically give the person the money up front. You have to give them the money, give them the thing, or whatever it is up front. And I promise you, you'll get in gear and you'll go do the thing that you've been procrastinating with. This by far is the strongest one on the list. However, the reason why I don't particularly care for this one is because at the end of the day, you don't want to stay in fear of loss mode all day, every day, just to get yourself to do stuff. That's the reason why I like the first 5 better. But this one is definitely it will get the job done every single time, and you honestly don't really have to worry about not doing it unless something foreseen outside of your control happen. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this 6. Make sure you give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Till next time, later.